gonna keep me in this house we've been building. The better we make it, it's our hearts with healing. Cause I'm made for in the place where I belong. Every moment brings me closer to home. Break my feet. My tractor, where's my birthday? Under that old door, it's all taking the notes. We are screaming out.
All right, here we are. We're back. Match 3. Lights. Third opponent of the day, Club Tonka, 15 white. All right, here we go. That should be much better. Halbersma off the block. Sent over. Munson's there. Sakura is going to go back to Gleason. Tip shot off the net to the floor. Point Lights, 2-1. Sorry about the audio early. Gleason back to serve. Off the net cord to the floor, scores. Gleason now 3-1. Gleason deep into the one. Pass up middle attack, blocked. Pick back up. Dante is there, net violation. Net violation Tonka, now it's 4-1. Munson goes outside. Halbersma, tip shot over the block, picked up by Club Tonka. Middle attack. Finds the net. Point Lights. Gleason back to serve. 5-1 the score. Up and over into the 6. Picked up nicely. Strong side attack down the line. Passed up by Sakura. Gleason out of the back row attack. Finds the net. Point Club Tonka. It's 5-2. Right side attack sent over by Halbersma. Score. And Tonka left side attack finds the net. Point Lights. 6-2 the score. Dante back to serve. Dante into the 6. Good pass, right side attack, off the antenna. Point Lights. 7-2. Lights leads in set number 1. Dante to serve. Sends it over. Middle attack. Nice net play by Gigua Ashvili, but unfortunately, Tonka rattles it back onto the Lights side and earns the point. 7-3 now. Tonka serving. Good pass, Munson outside attack. Fentrell. Nice dig. Tonka sends it out of the middle. Picked up by Sakura. Munson goes outside. Halbersma, the lefty. Big swing. Finds the net. Point to Tonka. And now it's a 7-4 lead for Lights. Tonka serving. Sakura into the middle. Gigua Ashvili with the attack. Sent back by Tonka. Back row attack coming. Gleason, big swing into the 1. Scores for Lights. 8-4 now. Lights has Tonka doubled up here in set number 1 as Gleason steps back to the service stripe. Excuse me. Stadler steps back to the service stripe. Stadler into the 6. Passed up perfectly. Middle attack coming. Big swing. Picked up by Munson. Stadler runs back to Sakura. Big swing. Scores for Lights. Sakura from the right side. Crushing blow for the kill. Stadler now to serve. Stadler into the 1. Ace serve. Stadler. And Lights wins the race to 10. 10-4, big buddy. Stadler to serve. Another good serve. Tonka middle attack sends it over. Fettrell is there. Stadler back to Fettrell. Fettrell big swing off the block. Nice dig by Tonka. Free ball coming. There it is. Fettrell is there. Stadler over on 2. Picked up nicely. Here comes Tonka. Strong side attack down the line, but it's wide. Point Lights. And now they lead 11-4. Stadler hustles, grabs the ball. Coach Phoebe wants a 4. Stadler into the 4. Picked up and over, and Fettrell sends it right back. Nice dig by Tonka. Now they're going to come strong side, tipped over. Fettrell goes down to get it. Stadler pulls it out of the net, and Sakura rolls shot into the 6. Tonka's going to come back row attack. It's a good one. Nice dig by Gleason. Sakura goes up for number 2. Can't tip it over, and it's a point. Tonka. Lights 11, Tonka 5. The colors on the scoreboard match the team jerseys. Red for Lights, blue for Tonka with white numbers. Perfect match. Sent over. Nice pass, Fettrell. Stadler into the middle. Guga Ashvili. Nice attack. Tonka goes down the line. It's a good one. Inside the corner by a full tile. Point. Tonka. Nice attack. Off the left side. Now back to serve for Tonka. This is Elsie Sink. Pounds the ball into the floor, and here she comes. Good approach, sent over. Gleason, great pass. Stadler outside. Sakura, cross court off the tip. Scores for Lights. Sakura with a cross court winner. Scores for the Lights. Fettrell is going to get a break. Thaw in to serve. 12-6. Lights has Tonka doubled up in set number 1. Thaw, good serve down the line. Picked up nicely by the libero. Middle attack, tipped over. Munson in, sent over by Guga Ashvili. And here Tonka returns, and now Gleason, big swing off the high hands, picked up nicely. Strong side attack coming. It's a big swing. It's too big. It's long. Point. Lights. Thaw back to serve. Gets the sign. Finds the net. Point Tonka. Libero number 9, Brianna Berg, serving for Tonka. Thaw, perfect pass. Stadler in the middle. Jigu Ashvili sends it to the 4. Picked up by Tonka. Shot over. Through Munson's fingertips to the floor. Point Tonka. Brianna Berg serving. Up, over, Munson there. Scrambling our lights. Doesn't go back, and it's a point Tonka. Now Tonka down 4, 9-13. Berg to serve once again. Sent over. Thaw off the deflection into the crowd. Another ace serve for Tonka. Point Tonka, 13-10. Berg once again puts it in play. Good strong serve. Thaw sends it up high. Munson over to Gleason. Shot picked up by Tonka. They're going to come strong side. Tip shot. Nice deflection there by Jigua Ashvili, but unfortunately it stays on the light side. It's another Tonka point, and Berg is on a run here for Tonka. They're down just 2. Serve into the 6. It's long. Touch Munson. Point Tonka. Timeout called. We're exactly halfway through set number 1. 13-12 the score. Tonka on a big run to get back into this one, as Lights had a commanding lead early, but Tonka has made a run to get back into it, and they're just down by 1 point, serving to tie. Berg to serve into the 6. Munson there. Stadler goes outside. Gleason cross-court shot just long, and we've hit the black cap point. 13-13 in set number 1. Berg continues at the service stripe, doing a lot of damage for Club Tonka. Another, I thought that was going to pop over. Catches the net, falls on the Tonka side. A break for Northern Lights. Let's see if they can parlay that into a few points. Get a run of their own. Munson to serve, leading 1, 14-13. Foot fault, Munson, point, Tonka, 14-14 the score. The Honorable James D. Wellbrock point. Here on court 40, set number 1, match 3 of the day. This is Morgan Lindell. Lindell up and over. Thaw sends it up high. Sakura pushes across. Gleason from her feet, roll shot into the 6, picked up by Tonka. Middle attack coming. Big one. It's a good one. Score, Tonka. 15-14. Tonka has taken the lead. 15-14 with number 16 serving. Lindell pounds it down the line, off the net cord, rolls over. Ace serve, Tonka. Thaw sends it up high. Gleason goes outside. Sikora free ball into the corner. Berg is there. Here comes Tonka. Strong side attack. Punched over the block. Didn't quite come over. Point Northern Lights. Lights trails one, 15-16. Halbersma in. Stadler will get a break. As Sikora back to serve. Sikora up. She sends her over. Good pass and system, right side attack. Tip shot, it was open. Good attempt, but it found the net. Stayed on the Tonka side, and we're all knotted up at 16. And now set one has become a race to 9. Sikora serving. Good strong serve into the 6. Not coming back. Ace serve, Sikora. She blasted that one into the 6 for the kill. Excuse me, for the ace. And we get a timeout, Tonka, as Northern Lights has regained the lead. 17-16 in set number 1. Good pop back for Lights as they were up big. Then got down by a couple and now have regained the lead. Sikora takes the ball out of the timeout with a 1-point lead. R1 having a conversation with our floor captain, Jenna Gleason. All good, all good, all good. And now Sikora will get things going again in set 1. Strong serve. We give a coach's point there. Service error off a timeout. Coaches get credit for that one. 17-17 the score. Back to serve. This is Reese McMenemy. Gleason. Sikora back to Gleason. Good cross-court shot by Jenna Gleason. She scores into the 1-2 seam. Gleason goes outside. Lifts the thumb, cut shot to the floor. Nice job. And they Lights now lead 18-17. Serve finds the net, and we're back to 18-18. Back and forth. Heavyweight battle here. Set number 1. Back to serve. Cyrek for Club Tonka. Big toss, big serve. Munson there, good pass. Sikora outside. Petrol down the line, crushing blow down the line. Great diving attempt at the dig, but it went up behind the scorer's table. Good for a kill, Northern Lights. 19-18 now, Lights by 1. Dante sends it over, a little bit of trouble. Strong side attack, tip shot over. Sikora there, Dante with the set. Petrol tip, picked up by Tonka. They're going to come outside, strong side. Shot attempt into the net, and Northern Lights has won the race to 20. They've entered the red zone 20-18 here in set number 1 with Dante back at the stripe. Floater picked up by Tonka. Free ball coming, roll shot over. Dante, nice dig. Sikora's going to go Gleason back row. She steps into it. Misses just wide. It was a good attack. It just slid off to the left. Point Tonka. Lights 20, Tonka 19. Bursting to serve. Munson's there. Sikora can't pull it out of the net. Point Tonka. And I can see clearly set number 1, 20/20 vision on court 40. Burstein sends it up and over. Gleason gets handcuffed and it falls to the floor. That was a floater that went up and wiggle, waggle, wiggle. Darted to our right at the last second for an ace serve. Now Tonka has a 1-point lead, 21-20. Gleason this time, perfect pass. Sikora goes outside. Fettrell, big swing. Off the deflection to the floor. And it's blackjack point. 21-21. Here's set number one. Stadler trots in to serve. Halbersma will get a break. Stadler, good strong serve into the sixth. Fought off by Tonka. Shot looping and finds the baseline. Point Tonka. I believe, 22-21 Tonka leaves. Number 11, Elsie Sink to serve. Sink up. Off the net cord. Ace serve. Sink. Unfortunate break for Lights there. And now Tonka grabs the lead by 2. Needing 2 in set number 1. Sink up and over. Short. Munson goes down to get it. Stadler can't pull it out of the net. Back-to-back aces. And now Sink on the hook for set number 1. Club Tonka. Timeout called, Northern Lights, as they're down 3, backs against the wall here in set number 1. Third match of the day, January Thaw, Minneapolis Convention Center, downtown Minneapolis. All courts in use at this point. Every team playing in this tournament is playing in this wave. A festive environment for volleyball. Claps all around on both sides of the net. Sink back to serve on the hook for set number 1. Sends it over. Foot violation by Sink. Point Northern Lights. Will give coach's point there. Call that a service error after the timeout. Point Northern Lights, and now Thaw into serve. Down 2, 22-20, backs against the wall. Thaw, good serve. Passed up, perfect pass, middle attack, tipped over. Fought off and sent over free by Sikora. Here comes Tonka again. Strong side attack, roll shot over. Thaw is there. Stadler. Back to Thaw. Thaw sends it into the 5-6. Picked up by Tonka. Middle attack. Double block. Popped up in the air. Sikora. Gleason's going to put it in play. Deflection. Scrambling. Not coming back. Point Northern Lights. Tough earned point there. And now Lights trails by 1. 23-24 the score. Timeout Tonka. That's their second. They were looking to end set 1. Northern Lights has fought it off. They need one more point to tie and send this one into overtime. 23-24 here in set number 1. Thaw at the line, looking for extra points. And here we go. Thaw into the 6. Passed up high. A little bit of confusion. A lot of trouble. Not coming back. We'll call it an ace serve. Thaw ties things up. It's 24-24. Volleyball's version of overtime coming at you on court 40. We'll go to a tennis scoring format. Deuce the call. Passed up high. Here comes Tonka. Strong side attack. Short into the net. Point Lights. Add in. Coach Phoebe off the bench with some words. Thaw to serve on the hook for set 1. Sent up high. A little bit of trouble scrambling. Sent over. It's wide. Point and set number 1 to Northern Lights. They battle back. They were down 24-21. At one point, they came back and tied it, sent it to overtime, and won it 26-24. Good poise and grit from Northern Lights to take set number one. Set number one in the books. Lights gets the win. And we'll look towards set number two coming up shortly. Again, I believe Northern Lights to be playing at 3 o'clock tomorrow. They'll be either the third seed or fourth seed, depending on the result here out of this bracket. And they'll go on to play bracket play again on Saturday. And then Sunday, pool play tomorrow, bracket play on Sunday. Lights 0-2 on the day so far. Club Tonka 0-2 on the day so far. That means Sanford and Minnesota North are 2-0. That heavyweight matchup will come on right after this. We're not going to stick around. We're going to bug out of here shortly after this one ends. But likely be back tomorrow to bring you more Xenon volleyball. Guess I call huge shout out to my good buddy Sam McKay at Easy Reels. Built the application that is streaming this to you live on YouTube. My good friend Dr. James D. Wellbrock, the mastermind behind the audio portion of the setup. We run a lean crew here at Spollybrock Sports Network, but we do have the ability to take phone calls, believe it or not. Set two, about to come your way, again from court 40. If I try to look ahead here, looks like tomorrow at 3 o'clock will be on court 52. I can't see that here. I can guesstimate where it is, off to our left. '52 or 50, depending on how set two, and we're not going to say set three, but how the match turns out. How's that? All right, set two. We'll start with Sakura, and it starts now. Down the line it goes. Strong serve, picked up by Tonka. Middle attack, big swing off the high hands, picked up by Thaw. Sakura's going to go outside. Gleason steps into it. Big block, but nice pickup by Thaw. Gleason again into this 5. Picked up by Berg, scrambling as Tonka. Free ball over. Munson there. Sakura to Halbersma. We're victims to cell signal here. It's 9-4. Dante's serving. Middle attack coming. Big swing. Block. Stuff block. G. Guashvili scoring for Lights. And Lights wins the race to 10. 10-4 the score. Dante sends it over. Ace serve. Dante. And now 11-4. Nice serve by Dante. And that will get a timeout from Tonka as Lights leads 11-4. Sorry for the pause in action. I'm not sure how much you missed, but you can see by the score, Lights doing a good job here in set number 2, as I am not doing a good job maintaining a signal. Looks like I'm fading once again. battling service here. Apologies. I hope we're back in action here. It's 11-5. Frantic action. Make it 11-6 as the ball falls onto the Lights side. We're in set 2. It looks to be incredibly choppy. Cell service hurting here. Tonka sends it over up high. Munson lets it go. Good decision as it's ruled long. It's a point Lights. And now they lead 12-6. 12-6 the score. We'll get the board updated here as soon as we can. And hopefully hang in there for the rest of this match. Sikora up, down the line. Good serve, good pass in system. Free ball over. Munson is there. Stadler is going to send it all the way across. Big swing by Fettrell down the line. She scores. Diving attempt by Tonka to bring it back. Got a touch, but that's it. And it's a point Lights. 13-6. Trying to watch the stream myself. Very choppy. Hopefully it'll get better. Apologies. Stadler. Good strong serve. Nice pass and system. Back row attack coming. There it is. Stadler with the dig. Munson's going to go outside. Fettrell steps into it. Big swing off the libero deflection out of play. Lights rolling here in set 2. It's 14-6. Nice attack by Fettrell on the left side. Stadler continues at the service strike. Up by 8. Set number 2. Lights leads 1-0. Stadler up. She goes cross court. Batted around. Free ball coming. There it is. Munson sends it to Stadler. She goes back to Sikora. Roll shot down the line. Picked up by the libero. They're going to come strong side. Roll shot over. Picked up by Munson. Stadler into the middle. Jigu Alavali into the deep 5. Picked up. Punched at by Stadler. Joust at the net. Won by Northern Lights. I think that was Fettrell, but we'll give also the assist to Jigua Ashvali. Point Lights. Good strong serve. Stadler swatted at, not coming back. Ace serve Stadler. 16-6 now. Lights taking over here in set number 2. Stadler goes short this time, just a bit too short, catches the net and falls down. It's a point Tonka. 16-7 the score. Tonka now to serve. Tonka up, Tonka over short. Munson is there. Stadler's going to go back to Fettrell. Big swing. It's wide. It's a good attack, but it's wide. Point Tonka. Net serve Tonka. Point Lights. It's now 17-8 here, set number 2. Thaw back to serve. Thaw sends it over into the 6. Picked up by Tonka. Strong side attack. Tip shot over. Picked up by Stadler. Munson's going to go outside. Gleason steps into it down the line and scores. Nice attack. Gleason down the line for the kill. Point Lights. Good strong serve, picked up by Tonka. Tip shot over, Thaw is there. Stadler is going to go back to Sikora, steps into it, splits the block. Nice dig by Tonka, free ball coming, back row roll shot, Thaw all over it. Stadler on 2, scores for Lights. Nice little dump by Stadler, scoring for Lights. It's now 19-8, set number 2. Good strong serve into the one. Picked up. Middle attack coming. There it is. Tip shot over. Popped up by Gleason. Munson sends it to Stadler, who free balls it over. Now here comes Tonka. Back row attack. Look out. Stadler has the dig, but Sikora can't come up with a second contact, and it's a point to Tonka. Tonka down 10. 9-19. Set number 2. They also trail 1-0. Sent over Gleason to Stadler. Outside Gleason. Big swing off the block. Here comes Tonka. Middle attack. Ooh. Jigua Ashvili had her hands on it, but knocked it to the ground. Point to Tonka. 19-10 the score. Lights lead set number 2. They also lead 1-0. Serve over. Gleason there. Stadler sends it up high. Jigua Ashvili tip shot scores. Deep into the 5-6 seam. Jigua Ashvili finds the floor. And that serve is just long. 20-10 the score. Got a substitution here on the lines judge. Sudden illness. Poor girl. All right, back in action. Tonka down 20-10. Serve is over. Munson is there. Stadler to Dante. So that's called an overpass there. Stadler went up high above the net to try to pull it back. The ball was in the plane. Once the defense makes contact after Stadler, or at the same time as Stadler, then it's a back row attack. So point Tonka there. The ensuing serve finds the net. Now it's a point Northern Lights. 21-12 the score. Modern Day Warriors. Mean Stride. Today's Tom Sawyer. Mean Pride serving. 21-12 is Sikora. Sikora down the line. What a wicked serve. Fought off by Tonka. Free ball over. There it is. Munson. Sikora goes outside. Gleason down the line. Scores for Lights. 22-12 the score. Sikora will serve once again. 10-point lead now. Lights needs 3 to end this match. Sikora, good strong serve, a little too strong, out the back door. Point Tonka. 22-13 the score. Club Tonka, number 16, Morgan Lindell to serve. Lindell up, Lindell over. Munson goes down to get it. Free ball smacked around. It's an ace serve. Lindell, point Tonka. 22-14 now. Lindell continues at the service stripe. Toss up. It's over. Munson sends it up. Sikora chases it down. Gleason back row attack down the line. Scores. Gleason scores down the line for Northern Lights. 23-14 now. Gleason to serve, needing 2. Good strong serve. Ace serve. Jenna Gleason. And now she is on the hook for set 2 and the match for Northern Lights. She'll wait for the ball to come back. And now Gleason will serve for the match. Gleason up, Gleason over. Out the back door. On the hook, service error. Point Tonka. Now here comes Tonka. Backs against their wall. They need 9 to tie. Good strong serve, but it's out the back door. Too strong, and that's the 25th point to Northern Lights. 25-15. Lights takes set 2 and the match. To end the first session on a good note, point Northern Lights. Set Northern Lights, match Northern Lights. They finished 1 and 2. They'll be in the 3rd spot and head for the afternoon session tomorrow. Thanks for joining us here on Court 40. We will sign off from now and hopefully see you, talk to you, be with you in some digital way tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m. Central Time is the scheduled start. Quite possibly an altered start, but we will sign off for now. Have a good night, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Let it cry, let it be. Last kiss for you and me. We'll turn the page, no win and win. Heart of gold, heart of love. Can't see it's all above. Well, what's worth gets better every day. Feel the good one coming on and an old-fashioned country song. Well, brown eyes singing all night long. God, not a lie. You can't always get what you want, but you'll be proud every Saturday night. Mama tried, daddy lied. Who thought I'd walk the line? Well, it's true.